Hello everyone. It is currently 6:09 a.m. in the morning, which is not super early for me, but it's a Sunday morning right now, and then I stayed up late on Saturday night, so it's a little early. I get up at 4 or something during the week, but my mindset is to go to work, so getting up early doesn't really matter. But today's a good day. I'm getting up early because I'm heading to the airport. I'll explain all that in a little bit. But first, Starbucks. I really need some coffee and breakfast, so let's do that. I now have coffee and breakfast, so I'm going to enjoy that. I'll check in with you when we get to the airport. There's my baby. Okay, so I used to have some cow flaps, and they're just little plugs that go in here and on this side to keep birds from going in and out, building nests while the plane is sitting on the ramp. And at some point during my avionics upgrade, I lost them or misplaced them, or somebody has them and they're not telling me something. Anyways, I ordered new ones, and here they are. They actually have my tail number engraved on it, which I think is pretty cool. These are pretty expensive just for what they are, but the new ones finally came in the other day, and I'm gonna see if they fit. Yes, they fit perfectly. These little flags are designed to go in here and stick up above the cowling, so that if you're sitting in the cockpit, you can see the red flag and know that you haven't removed your cow plugs yet. So there's one, and then the other string goes to this side. Obviously, I'm not putting these in because I'm getting ready to take off, but when I get back tonight, I will put them in there to keep birds from building nests inside my plane. And I'm now pulling out of the airport, headed home. I didn't film a whole lot of the flight just because I wanted to be a safe and responsible pilot and not be distracted. But here's the deal. My buddy, his name's Evan. I used to work with him. He used to live here in Charlotte. He moved to Charleston, South Carolina for a better job, and because him and his family wanted to move down there. So he's been living down there. However, his in-laws still live here. Long story short, him and his family took a trip to the Bahamas sometime recently, maybe last week, and they were supposed to have a flight to and from Charleston, but with delays and everything else, they basically drove to Charlotte, but then coming home, their flight was direct back to Charleston. So they had a car stuck at the Charlotte airport. So his in-laws went and picked up their car, and his car has been at his in-laws' house for a while now. So he wanted to see if I could fly him from Charleston one way up back at home so that he could get his car and drive it home, and I gladly accepted. I like to fly. I like hanging out with Evan, and so that's what I did. I flew down this morning, landed at Mount Pleasant Regional. It's KLRO, which is just outside of Charleston. That's the closest airport to his house. Picked him and his daughter up, and I just landed back at Stanley County, and they are on their way to get their car and drive back to Charleston. So beauty of general aviation is that you can certainly save time. Instead of call it 7 or 8 hours in the car, now he's only going to be in the car for maybe 3.5 hours today. So yeah, worked out. I got a great flight, no bumps, clear in a million. I was early enough this morning. I mean, I'm heading home. It's just now 11 o'clock. So I was able to get down there and get back early enough before the earth really starts to heat up and causes bumps. So great morning, not super hot. It really was a nice flight. The autopilot did most of the work for me, but it was good. So anyways, I'm gonna quit talking. Thanks for watching. Hit like button and subscribe. Take care.